Hey guys, Dave here from Cook and Share. Well, it's that time again, trying to figure out what to eat. Don't you just hate that? Well, I got crawling through the old pantry and found some stuff, and I thought I'd make up some ground beef veggie noodle casserole. It's where you put some noodles in the bottom of a casserole dish and then spread a ground beef mixture over with some corn and broccoli and all that, and then a sauce over the top, and kind of repeat that like a lasagna, only cheaper. It is gonna be good, so let me show you how to do this. Let's get started. So right off the old batteroonie, we'll start with our ingredients. We got some broccoli florets, some garlic powder, paprika, the old Italian seasoning, salt, pepper, of course, some cheese. Down here we got some egg noodles, sour cream, cream of mushroom soup, sweet corn, tomato sauce, and of course some ground beef, garlic, can't have life without garlic, and onion. Okay, we got the old stove fired up and we're going to boil up some water. And of course, I'm going to add some salt just to make it like the ocean. Oh, yeah. Now we got a burl or boil happening here, depending on what neck of the woods you're from. I'm going to go in with 2.5 cups of egg noodles. And we'll just let these boil away and for about, I'd say 10 minutes. And then we'll just drain them and set them aside. Now, I'm using the egg noodles here, but, you can use any wide-based noodle that you want. Some of them come out there. Some of them are pretty funky and funny looking, as funny as Trudeau socks. So you can use any kind of noodle you want, guys. Well, the noodles are boiling up. I'm going to put about a pound of medium ground beef into a pan over medium-high heat. And, of course, we're just going to break this up a little bit. Not a little bit, maybe a lot. And we'll let this cook until it is brown and cooked through. So it shouldn't take all that long, but at the same time, the noodles will be done. Now, I'm using a medium ground beef here, guys. So what I'm gonna have to do, after it's cooked, is kind of scoop some of that oil out of there. But you can use a lean, but you know, depending on the price and what you have available. Now, I was right here, guys. As this fries up, we do have quite a bit of grease in here, so I'm just gonna, tilt the pan a little bit and drain some of this out. And I should mention too that you don't have to use ground beef. You can use ground chicken, ground turkey, whatever kind of protein you like would go absolutely fantastic with it. Even, strip the chicken, strips of beef, even kangaroo if you like it. Doesn't matter. We are pretty much fried up here, so I'm gonna shove everything to one side of the pan and go in with a small chopped onion. And of course, if you watch my videos at all, you know it, 3 cloves of chopped garlic. I add onion garlic to just about everything. And we'll just stir and saute this until that wonderful, wonderful aroma of onion and garlic fill the air. Everything's sauteed up here, at least the onion and garlic are, so I'm just going to mix everything together. Ooh, this is smelling so good just with onion and garlic. Yum. So we are all mixed together now, and I'm going to throw in a can of sweet corn and a couple of cups of broccoli florets. Give this a little bit of a toss around here. Oh, this is looking good. And we're just going to fry this up, guys, until that broccoli begins to change to a nice bright green, and we'll know it's kind of cooking through. You don't want it too soft, though, because it is going in the oven. Then season things up with a bit of the old saltation, about a teaspoon or two, depending on how salty you want it. My old-time favorite, some ground black pepper. Quite a bit of this, maybe a teaspoon and a half, something like that. And about a teaspoon of good old smoked paprika. Add that smoky depth of flavor. Teaspoon or so of Italiano seasoning. Because I use this because it has just about every bit of seasoning you'd ever want in here. And I'm going to throw in a splash, teaspoon or two, of the good old Worcestershire sauce, just for that depth of flavor. Now, of course, give everything the old stir around again. Does this ever smell good? I got to get going on that smell-o-vision, guys. Okay, it's been about 3 or 4 minutes, and this is pretty well cooked up here. So I'm just going to kill the heat and we'll set this aside. Alrighty then, it is time to make up our fairly simple sauce. And for this, I'm going to use a can a cream of mushroom soup. And of course, if you were using chicken in this dish, you could use cream of chicken soup or whatever soup you like. But cream of mushroom is pretty good. Make sure I get it all here. Follow this by about a cup of tomato sauce. Something like that. Then half a cup of sour cream. I'm just eyeballing here. You can measure to be exact if you want. You can use plain yogurt too if you're a little more diet conscious. Season things up with a little bit of pepper. I'm not going to use salt because there's enough sodium or salt in that soup. And of course, a little dusting of the good old garlic powder, or a big dusting, whatever you like. Now we'll just mix everything together. This is going to be a good sauce. Now, actually, I was going to call this an Amish dish because it's really simple, and Amish cooking is really, simplistic. Whatever you have kicking around the pantry or whatever you have kicking around the fridge, kind of type of thing. But story is, I developed in my house an Amish room where there was no TV, there was nothing electronic in there. Didn't want people to bring their phones in, just where people could talk. Well, that didn't work because everybody started to bring their phones and I couldn't very well tell them. So that was the end of my Amish room. Anyway, that was my story. Anyway, back to the dish. This is looking pretty good, guys. Something like that. Yum. Now and only now, it is time to build our casserole. So I'm going to take a bit of that sauce and just spread it around the bottom of a 9x9 here. You can use whatever baking dish you like so those noodles don't stick. Very much like a lasagna here, guys. Then take half the noodles and we're going to put these into the bottom of the dish. Something like this. Doesn't have to be exactly half, but close. Okay, that's looking pretty good right about there. You probably guessed it, some of that ground beef mixture or whatever protein you're using. So, of course, you're going to use about half the mixture here. Now a layer of sauce over top of that. And spread this out a little bit. Then we are going to grate some old cheddar cheese over the top. Now you can use the cheese of your choice, like Monterey Jack, medium cheddar, but I just like the old sharp cheddar. It's got that nice bite to it. And you can put as much cheese as you want on here. Now, after the cheese is on here, guys, you probably guessed it. We're going to do the same thing. Another layer of noodles, the ground beef mixture, the sauce, and then the cheese. Okay, guys, we are all built it here, looking pretty good, so it is time to go into the oven. And we are going into a 375-degree preheated oven for about 20 minutes until everything melts down and heats up. After 20 minutes, my friends, we are pretty much done, and this looks and smells so good. Yum, yum, yum. So we are ready to serve. But first, I'm going to garnish this up with some greenage, just to make it all pretty-like and presentable. Oh. And there you have it, guys, our ground beef and noodles casserole. Everybody is going to be loving it. You are simply going to enjoy this. All right, guys, let's dig in here and see what we got. Maybe get a little bit of everything, some noodles, some sauce, some ground beef. If it tastes anything like it smells, it is going to be a winner. All right, guys, a few tips to this dish. I mean, like I said, you don't have to use ground beef. You can use ground chicken, strips of chicken. You could even use pork, whatever you like as a protein. If you wanted vegetarian, I wonder about even some tofu fried up in there. I don't know. It's entirely up to you, but serve it up with maybe some cornbread or salad. A Caesar salad would be nice with it. It freezes really well. So all kinds of versatility to the dish. You are going to love this, but let's grab it up, dig in and taste it. Okie dokie, down the old hatch. For something thrown together, it is so good. I mean, everything just blends together so nicely. That cream of mushroom soup is good in there. The cheese, the ground beef, the corn, the broccoli, just everything. So simple, so easy. You're going to love it. Make it up. And if you do, leave us a comment because we love to read them. Most of all, subscribe and give us a like because it helps the channel out. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to plate this up and have more. We'll see you in the next video.